Alright, so today we're here to answer some questions for our dear friend Kwame and Sia Boateng,
aka the fam.
Yeah, he is a stylist blogger, a fashion blogger, excuse me. He's a fashion blogger and he has asked us to answer these Define Your Sweat questions for him.
I mean, we're so honored to be featured. I know we're going to be part of his first little kind of launch on his blog. So
that's right.
Make sure y'all check it out, yo. Support black owned. We're taking over.
That's right, black owned business. You know what I mean? We are heading up there. That's right.
I would say it's tricky because living in Canada, we have like 100 seasons, honestly. But I would say for fashion, I love summer, don't get me wrong, but I would say fall. Because you know, it's not too cold, not too warm. It's good enough to just kind of put on a fur jacket.
Right.
You can put on your thigh-high boots, you can put on your ankle boots, you can just kind of play around with fashion, and the leaves are just beautiful, just breathtaking.
For sure.
Yeah. All right, so same for you.
Yeah.
So what is your favorite season for fashion?
My favorite season for fashion, I hate the cold. But yes, you know what, I would have to go with you. Fall, I think fall is the perfect weather for fashion because you can layer up, layer down, you know, you can switch up your style. You don't have to be too bossed up with, you know, too much gear like winter. And fall, like, if you get the right weather for fall, sometimes you can even, you know, go out with a t-shirt. You know, a t-shirt and like a light jacket, and you're good to go. So I'll say fall too for me.
Alrighty. Oh man, that's hard, but I would say the first word that comes to my head when I think about Selected by Sia or my style is definitely unique. It's, you know, I always try to strive to go for things that are, you know, like things that might be kind of not in trend at the moment, but I know it will stand out. So I would say definitely unique. Creates my style. Alright, so same for you. Describe your style in one word.
My style in one word is just simple. It's bold. I'm bold, man. It's like I can wear anything and still look confident in it. You know, like I don't care what it is. It could be a ripped t-shirt. It could be a mesh Sia shirt like what I'm wearing right now, and I can make it look fly. You know, like I'm so confident. My confidence is just crazy. So yeah, one word for me would be bold.
Nice. Alright, let's move on.
Stop. Ooh, what is that, babe?
For me, I would say I wish people would stop wearing the dirty sneaker trend.
Oh yeah.
It just don't work. You know, you can't be all fresh and so clean and then you look down and them sneakers ain't right. You know? Let's keep the sneakers clean, okay? No dirty sneaker trend.
Honestly, it's not even a one trend. It's like I see it a lot on social media. It's like when somebody or like when a fashion, you know, designer like Gucci or, you know, like Fendi, you know, brings something out, everybody has to get that same thing. You know, if it's a Gucci shoe or a Fendi bag or a Dior fanny pack, I see everybody on the ground with that same look. And that to me, that's not fashion. That to me, that's just like, you know, following the crowd. You know, you have to be different. You know what I mean? Like you have to let your style, you know, define who you are. If you're just gonna like you know, follow like the hottest trend, that's not fashion, bro. You know what I mean? So just be original, be yourself. And I think that's what I would like to see people stop doing is, you know, following what's the hottest, you know, way at that time. Yeah.
Alrighty. For me, I love bell bottoms. Like I think they're super cute. I know some people might be like, oh no, because you know it's so 70s, but I love bell bottoms. Like you can dress it up, you can dress it down, you can literally wear a t-shirt with it, you can have a blazer with bell bottoms. So I would definitely love to see it come back. I love bell bottoms.
Right. Okay.
What about you? What would you like to see?
For me, you know, surprisingly, you know, as well dressed as I am, you know, I'm a basketball fanatic, so I would like to see the throwbacks basketball jerseys come back. You know what I mean? Because I think that era of basketball jerseys, fitted caps, you know, long t-shirts, you know, but just the basketball jerseys though, you know what I mean? Because I think I can rock a throwback basketball jersey, you know, with some fly kicks, you know what I mean? Some nice washed jeans, and I'll be pretty fly. So, yeah.
All right. And I like what Alexander Wang is doing. Yeah, I'm liking his, you know, his bags. I'm liking his shoes. They really, really stand out and catch my eye. I love it.
Okay.
What about you? What's your favorite?
Mine, I gotta shout out Virgil Abloh Off-White. You know what I mean? You know, founder and chief executive officer of Off-White. You know, he's an inspiration to me. You know, my fellow Ghanaian. You know, I like what, you know, what he's doing with the Off-White brand, and also the, you know, Louis Vuitton, you know, the LV section, you know, that, you know, he's creating for them. So I'll definitely say my inspiration, also my what's the question? Yeah, the favorite brand right now. Yeah, like my favorite brand right now would be Off-White. Yeah, by Virgil. Yeah, what up, Virgil?
I would say definitely bracelets. I never used to be the one for bracelets because I always like my arms bare, but ever since my mom gave me this super beautiful Tiffany bracelet. Thank you, mother. It's beautiful.
Yeah, shout out my mother-in-law.
Yes, I love it. So bracelet, earrings, whether it's studs, whether it's hoops, whether it's, you know, something more kind of outgoing like what I have on right now.
SWS earrings.
SWS as well, you know. But yeah, so I would say bracelet, earrings, and definitely shoes. I consider shoes accessories because it's, you can dress it up, you can dress it down. So definitely those are my 3 things that I would say.
So my cocoa butter, you know, chopped lip, you know what I mean? That's 1. You know, 2, a fly sneaker. You know, it could be Vans, it could be Jordans, you know, it could be Nike, you know what I mean? Adidas, you know, the list go on. But a fly kicks is always a must. You know, a nice clean t-shirt, you know, also does it for me. You know what I mean? And let's say, like, you know, a bomber jacket. You know what I mean? A bomber jacket is always 1, 2 for me. So yeah.
You have to pick 3. You pick like 10.
Oh, did I? Okay. All right, fine. So according to her, my chopstick is not part of it. So I'm gonna go with sneakers, t-shirt, and a bomber jacket. We good? All right, we're good. All right.
For me, this one is tough, cause like, to be honest, like, I grew up, like, my mom, you know, she loves to dress up. She always looks fly till this day, But I would say currently, honestly, I would say my husband, because he is an inspiration to me as well, especially with us partnering, and, you know, I'm coming out with my own brand, he's coming out with his own brand, so we always have to share ideas, we always have to brainstorm and see, you know, what works with each other. But I love just kind of seeing him be so creative, put colors together, put sweaters with things that I don't even think would go, but like once he puts it together, it just amazes me. So definitely my hubby.
Thanks, babe. And yeah, so who is my biggest style inspiration? Honestly, I'm gonna say her too. You know, so I'm saying.
Don't just say that because
I'm not. Because I'm telling you, like, let me be real. She put me on game though. You know, it's like some days she dresses me. And I'm saying some days she dresses me. So you know, like, hands down to my wife. She definitely, you know, is a big inspiration behind Sia as well. You know, I consult her if I have questions, and you know, if like I'm like fighting with, okay, like, what do you think this will go with this, or do you think this color is too bold, or, you know? So she definitely gives me a good ear and a second feedback. So I'll definitely say my wife. And I mean, hairstyle game, woo! If you don't follow her on IG, yeah. If you don't follow her on IG, selected by Sia, hairstyle game is off the chain. You know what I'm saying? And then you might learn something from her. So I definitely say my wife.
Well, thank you, hubby. That's very sweet.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Oh.
This one is tough because, to be honest, I am not an impulse buyer. Like, I will window shop, I will see what's out there first before I purchase. So I don't know if I've purchased something that I've regretted yet. Like, I literally love everything I bought. I know.
Wow.
That's the truth.
Wow. Good for you, good for you, good for you. I can't say the same about myself. I on the other hand, I am an impulse buyer, and I think my wife knows this. And if I go to the store and if I see something, even if I don't need it, the fact that I saw it, you know, like I must get it. And then I come back later and I'm like, did I really need this? Or do I really need this sneaker? Because I have like 3 other pairs that would have went with that outfit. I didn't have to buy that sneaker or buy that shirt.
You would literally buy the same shoe but in 10 different colors.
Pretty
like,
much.
why do you need 10 colors?
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, I would definitely say, yeah, that would be it. Yeah, I'm definitely, so yeah.
Man, I would say every couple months, because as much as I love to buy stuff, it's important to get rid of stuff too. So what I do is we either pack it all up, we give back to the community, we go to a Salvation Army, we go to a Women's in Need and give it away that way, or give it to a friend, give it to my mom, or if it's something that I really, really love, I would like maybe resell it on SWS. So there's like, I usually try to get rid of stuff as much as I like to have new stuff. I try to make sure there's like a cycle going on where if I'm gonna buy something, I'll get rid of something. Because you don't want to be the cluttered person, right? You don't want to be that, hoarder that never lets go of clothes from 2002.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because fashion is a way of life. So it's like you can't be rocking the same thing that you wore last year or 2 years. No, you gotta always explore different aspects, of clothes. And so yeah, so for me, that same question, I would say I get rid of stuff a lot. Like I clean up my closet probably every month. Because I have brothers, I have siblings that like what I wear, so I'm always recycling my stuff. I just send a whole load of shipment to my to my cousin back in Ghana, West Africa. So I can't wait for him to get all my pre-worn pre-loved items. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure he's very excited as well. So yeah, so I definitely recycle a lot of my clothes. So yeah.
I am definitely a sneakerhead, low key, because there's some sneakers that I see that I'm just, don't get me wrong, I'm not the one that has like 50 Jordans, no, but I do like, if I see a unique sneaker I love, I'll definitely cop it. So yeah, definitely sneakerhead. What about you, sneakerhead or modest?
Right now, I would say for me right now, I'm low key modest kicks. Yeah, right. I'm a retired sneakerhead, guys, so I'm definitely a sneakerhead, till this day, I still have a few collectibles, you know what I mean, F4Gs, you know what I mean, I got some SB dunks going on too, so I'm definitely a sneakerhead. Yo, shout out to all my sneakerhead, man. Loso, Flylogist, I see you, man. Shout out my sneakerheads.
I'm definitely heels. That's a no-brainer. I love my heels. I wear my heels to church. I wear my heels wherever I can wear heels. I'm gonna wear heels. So I'm a heels girl.
For sure.
This sounds
Cool.
What I would try. Honestly, I am super daring. So I'm proud to say that there's nothing out there that I'm not scared to try. If I love it, I'm gonna try it. I would say vintage. I love vintage because it's unique. You can get really, really creative and just put looks together that it's not 10 pieces available at the mall,
Sure.
So I love my vintage. I love shopping for vintage. Even if we travel somewhere, the first thing I Google is where are the vintage stores, where are the consignment stores. Like I love that. I love traveling and seeing different stores that offer vintage stuff. So I'm definitely all for vintage.
And this question is a prime example of how she inspires me too, because maybe we'll say 10 years ago I would have never said vintage. I'd have said new all the way. But she had opened my eyes and opened my world to a whole nother variety of collectibles, like unique stuff that when I wear nobody wears it. So yeah, that same question I would say vintage for me too.
Nice.
Yeah.
I would say for me would be recently when we did go on a little trip. I would say my all lace bodycon dress. I know it's super risque because it's all lace and it got a little poof on the bottom. It's a little high neck, but to me it was just so sexy. It was just so daring. It wasn't meant to be trashy. I didn't see it as trashy, but yeah, it was very adventurous for me.
Hey,
I loved every minute of it.
The husband approved it, okay? So I loved watching her dressed up in that. You look gorgeous in that.
And I got, thank you, baby. And I got a lot of compliments. So it's nice to kind of just see yourself in something that you want to do and you're daring to do it. Fashion is all about being daring too, because sometimes you have to have that confidence. That hey, I can rock this and I will rock it. So yeah. What about you? Same goes for you.
Yeah, so for me,
what is the most adventurous thing you've ever worn?
I would say it's a vintage leather pants. My wife got for me.
I forgot about that.
Right? So exactly, right? I never wore leather pants before, and that was my first. And I rocked that out of it. You know what I mean? Like I rocked it well, but that was probably the most, I would say, hope that leather pants,
Definitely a baseball fit.
100%, I think that was
especially the SIRŞ ones that are out, they're dope.
I got SIRŞ baseball fitteds, coming up soon. I got SIRŞ trucker hats coming up, SIRŞ beanies, like the one I'm wearing right now, you know what I'm saying? This one is the small size one, so yeah, definitely a baseball fitted for for both of us. Yeah.
I would say more of a jean pocket. I don't do backpacks too often, but I do love this backpack here. So I gotta pop that myself.
100%. Well, for me, as you can see, backpacks for me, backpacks are body, crossbody, fanny bags. Shoulder bags, man bags, definitely, the whole bag movement for guys, is doing it for me. So I definitely say backpacks. And as you can see, my, introducing the, the SIRŞ, backpack for men or for your kids, for your, sons or daughters, like whether they're going to school or whether they're traveling or whether they're going to work, SIRŞ men's backpacks. Coming to you also.
Super cute.
Yeah.
Pearls, I love pearls because it's so vintage, it's so classic and timeless. But nowadays, I'm a diamonds girl. Love a nice wrap. Definitely lip gloss. The lip gloss game has just amped it up now. I love lip gloss. I used to hate shiny, glossy lips, but now bring it on. I love it. Love every shade.
For me, it will be chapstick, guys. Cocoa butter chapstick. If you are a chapstick guy, I don't know. Let me see. If you're a chapstick guy, try the cocoa butter chapstick. Thank me later.
Last thing I bought was outfits because I have my tailor, so I would go to Fabricland, buy a whole bunch of fabric. So yeah, that was pretty much the last thing I remember buying, other than the other outfits. But the last thing that I focused on was the fabric.
No doubt. For me, the last thing I bought that I didn't need was another sneaker.
It's a problem, y'all.
Yeah. I bought a sneaker just to wear to the swimming pool because that sneaker matched my outfit. I just, I couldn't help myself. But again, so that was the last thing I bought, was a sneaker to match my outfit to the swimming pool. Yeah.
I would say I feel sexiest when I have my tailor that has just copped, one of the looks I've put together. I'm about to rock it. I'm going somewhere. It could be anywhere. It could be date night with hubby. It could be girls' night out. And I just got my lipstick on. I got my short hair. I'm just feeling myself. So,
Hey. No doubt.
What about you? When do you feel sexy?
Honestly, I feel sexiest when I'm just in my comfortable SIRŞ gear, something that I created myself, something that I designed, I just feel like I can do anything, you know what I mean? So I feel sexiest when I am just in my own clothes. Yeah.
Perfect.
Alright. So this is it.
This is it. Thanks for tuning in.
Peace.